Episode 1 ended with a loud gunshot. If you haven't watched it, you can check my page. I was happy that the episode 1's villain wasn't a coward. He accepted his fate, and because of that, he shot himself because he lost. That was the rule of the game, so I respect him for that. The policeman, later caught on what was happening, rushed to the hotel, released one of those investigators, and went over to arrest the main character. As he was about to arrest him, it didn't go as planned. So he was the one that was now tied up and now begging the main character that he should join in the search for the Squid Game's location and all of that. The police officer was able to convince him.
이 중에 황인으로 오고 있습니까?
이름을 모릅니다. 그게 나였어.
And at the end of the day, he joined the crew for the search. But Gi-hun isn't out to kill the front man. He wants the men the front man is a front for, the so-called VIPs, for whose entertainment the game exists. To this end, he had Woo-seok hire a team of ex-military mercenaries to support himself and Junho in the hunt. They conduct target practice in a cavernous series of rooms hollowed out for this purpose by Gi-hun. And they will track his movements via a device implanted in a fake tooth in an act of unauthorized dentistry. Another of the episode's most fun moments. Everything does not go according to plan. Gi-hun and Woo-seok goes to a nightclub to which the mysterious game master sends them on Halloween night, with Junho and the mercenaries close behind. But all the surplus masked and costume revelers made it easy for pink jumpsuit game minions to take Woo-seok down and lead Gi-hun to a waiting limousine that whisks him away. Junho and the mercenaries pursue, but between a sniper and a small explosive device, the tires of the vehicles got taken out, preventing them from continuing the chase. This leaves Gi-hun locked in a stretched limo, talking to a voice emanating from a speaker in the shape of a golden piggy bank. He verbally spars with the disembodied voice of the frontman, who indeed congratulates him on improving his ways with word in just 2 years since they last spoke. The game will continue, says the voice from the pig, until the world that created the class disparities that drives the game changes. Gi-hun vows he will make it do so if they put him back in the game.
Knockout gas spreads through the limo and the divider rolls down, revealing the front man in the passenger seat. The scene is bathed in a haze of pink, a visual style reminiscent of Nicholas Winding Refn, which in my opinion is a high compliment. Half of the episode introduces a new character, Noil. Much like Sae-byok, a standout from last season, Noel is a North Korean defector. However, she went a step further, having killed her commanding officer during her escape. She left behind a 1-year-old daughter, but the same broker who worked with Sae-byok and is now helping Gi-hun bring her mother across the border claims there's no hope the child of a traitor could have survived without her parents. The fate of the father is unclear, but considering he was in the military, one might wonder if he was the officer she killed. Noel now works at an amusement park as a costumed character, spending her nights sleeping in her car in the parking lot and occasionally making half-hearted suicide attempts. Despite her cold demeanor toward her co-workers, she brings joy to the children, especially little Nayeon, the cancer-stricken daughter of a fellow employee. Nayeon adores the pink bunny so much that she once burst into the dressing room, catching everyone off guard. There's a hilarious moment where the performers scramble to put their masks back on to avoid spoiling the magic. She even gifts Noel a drawing of the two of them together, a heartwarming gesture that's genuinely touching. But when Nayeon's condition worsens, Noel accepts a mysterious invitation from a man who hands her a familiar brown business card. She arrives at a bridge underpass and steps into the trailer of an 18-wheeler where she dons an equally familiar pink uniform. It's evident that the game masters prey on the poor and desperate, recruiting not just players but also enforcers. Thankfully, this is just fiction.